many of them have mentioned that you personally told them that you were going to fire them if you won. And
There's a number of them that I will remove.
And you know what? There's a number of them who are good, hardworking people that I know personally, and I'm a Democrat, and many of them actually are Democrats. Some of them are Republicans, but I've known them for a long time, and I just don't understand how they could be that bad of a sheriff department. You know,
Because under the Virginia Policeman's Bill of Rights, it doesn't apply to sheriffs. And if you go back and look in Prince William County, when Glendale Hill became the sheriff in Prince William County, he went in and fired everybody. Sheriffs do it across the Commonwealth every day. The fact of the matter is what I'm going to terminate is if you have a criminal record. I don't believe that a deputy sheriff should work in the county that has been convicted of a first class, second class, third class, or fourth class misdemeanor.
That's standard.
No, it's not standard. There are people in the sheriff's department who have criminal records. First class, second class, third class, fourth class misdemeanor convictions. I'm not going to confirm them. I'm just not.
Brian?
Well, I'm a little different. In personnel decisions, I don't think that we should really be trying to do your personnel, anybody's personnel decision. If you're going to be CEO of Pepsi or mayor or whatever else, that should be your thing. I think what is kind of caused this is like it's a judgment thing. What is it? Why now? What is it? What was your thought process that would make it seem like it was good judgment, or we should put our faith in you because you have good judgment? Because we don't understand it as being good judgment to say at this point we would think that we don't even know him. I mean, some people know, some people know that this candidate that was running for the Republican chair would be your absolute number two. Not saying that you would, not just saying that you would interview him. I mean, like, yeah, I would interview him, but you say absolutely this would be the person. So it's not a matter of whether that's the right decision or not. It's a matter of why you would make that decision so early without interviewing. Our judgment, the judgments. We need to help us with the understanding of what you were thinking.
Everybody seems to be upset because he's a Republican.
No, I would think that you make anybody without interviewing your number two person.
His reputation in the county, his reputation in Northern Virginia, his reputation in the sheriff's department is stellar. How many deputies here have gone to the University of Virginia? He did. He went to the FBI National Academy. He's been here 27 years.
He's not the only one that's been there 27 years.
That's correct. I don't believe longevity is a determination as to.
One of the things
That's not my question. That's not my question. That's not my question. Why would you, from a judgment standpoint, why would you make a decision?
I believe he was qualified. I still believe he was qualified. If I'm elected.
Even without interviewing any other.
Okay.
But
No,
why?
there's two
All right.
positions and
Brian,
there's two
Brian.
deputies.
Right, okay.
Okay, he answered it. Malcolm?
Personally, I see two questions here. And it's a very personal opinion. First is, there ought to be some moral qualifications for membership to the LCDs. And they're sort of implicit. And I don't think, frankly, from what your record has been in the press and so forth, that you have met those standards.
Specifically.
I think your approach to running for sheriff has answered a lot of questions that people had about why we should endorse you, especially since you have already decided who your deputy would be, someone who was defeated in the Republican primary. Now, personally, my view is we should not accept you as a candidate for sheriff.
I appreciate your opinion. Unfortunately, the law in the Commonwealth of Virginia.
I understand that.
Okay.
But
What we're here today to talk about is whether I get in the party or not.
Well, I know, and that's why you have exceeded that question, because you're going on to talk about what you do as sheriff.
Well, no, I was doing what he was asking to answer his
Well,
question.
you've been talking about what you do as sheriff.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Malcolm, do you have a question? John?
Yeah, I have one question, and it's sequence. Even if Noble was the greatest possible second in control in the sheriff's department, why in the world, as a candidate, would you A, choose a person who'd just been a Republican nominee and who has said publicly since you didn't talk to him and he had nothing to do with it. So in
Correct.
other words, you embarrassed yourself without talking to him, saying you'd appoint a person who has no interest in the job.
Oh, sir, I floated the question. I didn't offer him the
But
job.
why didn't you talk to him first? It makes no sense.
Well, I think it was the best way to do it was to just do that.
What, you're going to
That was-
embarrass him into working
How
for
did
you
I
right
embarrass
after
him?
he wants to remain active in his own party? It made no political sense. You're a candidate, a political candidate to get a job, and yet you don't know enough about politics to clear the fact that the person you think you should nominate, who's going to put you in embarrassment with our party, doesn't want to do it.
I didn't know that, sir.
Yes, but why didn't you ask him?
Well, I didn't think it was a big deal. I really didn't.
But you see it is.
Well, I don't think it is.
No, but you see it is.
No,
Look,
I don't
the
see it.
party that you
Well, I
are
see that the
expecting to
party-
support you doesn't.
I see the party is upset with me because he is solely a Republican.
No, that's not it.
What is it?
Okay, okay. Joe?
Okay, we've been going over this at least 5 times. Okay, let's take Eric Noble and throw that away. Okay, the question is, are we an inclusive organization or not? Are we like the Republicans where you have a litmus test, and if you don't